It's 10 past the hour of 21 in the evening. It's come to my attention that there is a very ambitious endeavour by very dirty debtors and defamers in my proximity claiming to be family members with assuming a position to be foul mouthing and false reporting my good name. I have to bring it to the attention of any COVID protocol team that, with regard to the mental health practitioners that have been guilty from the Kerry University Hospital between 2017 2018, that the fact that they're still in my proximity, that they're still antagonizing, disturbing the peace and false reporting really puts in jeopardy protocol. So I'm aware that there are individuals assuming that they're considered family members and speaking out of place, causing exacerbatory crime in debt evasion and dereliction of duty. Unfortunately, that is a non-runner. The housing minister has a matter to address, and the agriculture minister has land register records that have a huge issue to play in his portfolio, whether they respect royal protocol or not. Alteration to land registry records obviously is a criminal and punishable crime. So just so the agriculture minister is aware of the lay of the land. So as well as the fact that there have been ministerial offices contacted since 2018, 2017, February 2017, regarding the Ombudsman for Children's role in this matter. The role of the Ombudsman is highly important as well, and those that are implicating themselves in this situation and deluding themselves regarding what their debts are and the law of the land. That's really important that people work with the reality, because I'm aware people have fallen down a few holes, deluding themselves about what their position is. So this is getting embarrassing for the country of Ireland. We've had our troubles in the past 5 years, 7 years with these people in society, and they're still there, unlawful, and they have offices that they're taking salaries for that they're not doing their jobs for. So just to remind regarding protocol, be it COVID or be it royal, the issue is that there are matters that there are politicians, ministers, qualified adults in professional positions not fulfilling their duties in the basic functions and responsibilities. So this is regarding the European Court of Human Rights as well. Whether you're concerned about the outcome of this matter or not, I don't know if you've seen what's already happened with the crime I've unduly experienced. Maybe it might make people sit up or wake up or cop on. But anyone being silly, letting the same happen as already in the past, is a liability to the security and safety of the state that was safeguarded with my humanitarian endeavours between 2017 and 2019. So there are still liabilities to the security of the state. Royal protocol of 5 jurisdictions at least of royal ancestry are being offended by money launderers and land grabbers, they're called. So those people that haven't an inkling of the circumstances and the state bodies and the ombudsmen that are required to do what is necessary to right the wrongs, any displacement or disposability, and I can't trust that any initiative of legislation or social reform is going to be supported with any of my I can't say that there'll be that support for the social reform that I'm after originating into Irish society, or initiating into Irish society. So it's late at the night. I should be snoozing, but obviously there are disturbers in my proximity, and obviously the Garda Síochána are concerned for the little girls. So anyone that's not respecting royal protocol, I hate to tell you what has already happened in this community. So if Interpol has regard for the huge crime prevention I've been of, it might be sensible for people to be careful about offending my contributions and my position and the protocol. So those that are insisting on burying their head in the sand, and those people that are insisting on being ignorant or rude about the situation, well then I can't say that the social reform or any of the climate change or sustainability or environmental initiatives, any private company that has been monetizing from my professional portfolio, and those people of a criminal track record, I can say that there's going to be support for more corruption in this country, especially in shorter space of time without the debts outstanding unmet. So it's a little bit ambitious, it's a little bit audacious, it's a little bit ignorant. So I hope the United Nations, the European Court of Human Rights, and the European parliamentarians have higher standards than what are being displayed in Irish society, where I'm suffering from damages of incompetent people that can't do their jobs properly and cheeky enough to take a salary for it. So I suppose that's as much as I need to update on now. Any harms to my hierarchy of needs, and as I've said, the social reform that I've initiated into Irish society is not going to be supported, as is the Brexit negotiations and the COVID-19 origins, which all have originated from my professional credentials. Anyone outstanding with debts owing since 2006 are not making their children's futures any safer with stolen wealth from a mother. And as long as the Garda Síochána are supporting unlawful care orders, then I can say that the Tusa Child and Family Agency have a very safe position as a state body, with the reputation of unlawful actions being caused against an innocent child that has suffered damages, harms and losses without the care of his mother. So if the Tusa Child and Family Agency has regard and respect for its position in society as a state governed body, I hope it might read its ethos and its code of ethics and its morals there that are publicised on its website, with its principles and belief systems as well. So the abduction of my child in January 2017 is still an unresolved issue, and any alteration to church records or land registry records are all criminal offences. So I really hope the European parliamentarians are aware of what's what. This county has a reputation of corrupt behaviour and awful financial laundering. So the social reform that has been from my credentials and the 3 state departments where I've served, I hope the European parliamentarians are aware of the nature and dangers of what I'm tolerating with this concussion and this loss that has been caused by incompetent civil servants that aren't obviously doing the housing ministerial office much good, with the damages that they're supporting in this local community of corrupt, disgraceful adults that are not fit for offices or state offices or positions, and are certainly not fit to be confronting or challenging royal protocol of my royal positions, names and titles. So those that are embarrassing this country in front of Europe or in Europe might look at their track record and the problems that they've caused in the past 5 years with their nonsensical behaviour between 2006 and 2014. Any trespass on my farms, and that is putting their lives at risk. So I hope there isn't anyone being cheeky with what they have no ownership of. And those that are putting the security of the state at risk, supporting more corruption and crime against my good name, are not fit to be receiving a salary. So this is for the European parliamentarians. There's continuous crime going on in this situation, and it's worse than false reporting or slander or defamation. It's corruption again in County Kerry. It's a sad sign of the times.